I would assume this one takes priority, but we'll see. Ooh, it's not. That's right, there's someone I would like you to meet. Please come this way. So this is going to be the quest scene first. A fair idea what's going on. It's surprising to find a Zilhartian with a double head on your shoulders. There are 4 Mother Crystal locations: the Crag of Hall, the Crag of Dam, the Crag of Maya, and the ruins of the Soja. Investigation of the emptiness surrounding these locations has produced some unusual readings. Put together a research team equipped with the latest weapons designed to combat the emptiness, and sent them to Soja. And you wouldn't guess what they encountered. The ruins of Soja are under Tenshoto authority. Technically speaking, your researchers were trespassing. Farina had wandered down there like she was being guided by something. I found this at the place to where I was drawn. Apparently it belonged to the Galka known as Raugrim. I'm sure you remember the name. I do. Farina once the receptacle of the memories of the Shadow Lord. This must be the reason behind her behavior. Similar readings have been recorded from the emptiness found below the crags of Hala, Dam, and Maya. We've marked these points where the fluctuations were the strongest. I would like to entrust the investigation of these areas to you, that's right. If my intuition on what lies out there is correct, you will make some fascinating discoveries indeed. You're a brave soul, that's right. You'll never catch me in that awful place again. Once is more than enough. Please be careful. We'll be praying for your safe return. Alright. I am tempted to do that now, but I know that one's going to take a little while. Look at that, right into the other one. Hey, it's our Bastockian friends. We've gathered here today at the request of the Kingdom of Sandoria, thanking on behalf of the King. This is the first time in history that an emergency summit of this nature has been taking place. The issue I lay before you is beyond the scope of a single nation. Prince Bayush, the adventurer you are permitted to attend the summit has arrived. Thank you for coming, that's right. Allow me to begin by explaining the events that have led to today's meeting. It began with Asrai, a mercenary adventurer, arrived to the gate of the Chateau d'Argyle, bearing the letter of extreme importance. The contents of that letter promoted me to call the nations together. It was penned by a sage known as Raifal, and described in painstaking detail the current state of Artugan, the Empire. This is the same nation that is the port of a frenzy over mercenary recruitment, the very same. I speak of the Near Eastern nation, the Empire of Artugan. Artugan is now under pressure from 3 separate beastmen armies, and Alzadaal, the mighty capital itself, is in danger of falling. Great Altana, the Silent Empire. It was once called that. You may have been too young to know this, Your Highness, but the rest of us should remember. I'm aware of the term. At the time of the Great War, the Empire possessed an army greater than the combined forces of the Allied nations, yet not a single soldier was sent in response to calls for aid. My apologies, you were well versed in history. But knowing this, you should also know that when we have no obligation to lift even a finger for Artugan, no matter how serious her predicament. Why, Volker, always so calm and cool. You've grown hot and bothered, but in your speech is most cruel. You should understand, Dr. Shintoto. You were there on that battlefield. Who knows how much suffering could have been avoided if we had had the help of the Empire? On the contrary, my dear musketeer, we owe them more than you can imagine, I fear. What do you mean? Artugan has taken many countries under her yoke. A ferocious nation that has even bared feints at the far eastern folk. Calling the Empire to help in our cause would be like freeing us from demons in return for dragon jaws. That may be true, but even those close relationships of Artugan had with Tavnasia, that subject is not the issue here, I know. Dr. Shintoto, why did Windurst open Mohara's port to the Empire? My nation's actions are none of your concern. At least we have a backbone. When will Bastok learn? You go too far, Dr. Shintoto. Enough. I did not call you here to speak of possible troop contributions. Then why are we here, Your Highness? Our main concern is the treasure thought to be at the center of this conflict, the astral condensance. Astral condensance? It is described as some manner of musical instrument, but apparently it's much more than that. Its instrument is said to produce a phenomenon known as the astral wind, a breeze that blows from an unidentifiable source. It creates a melody in a timbre unheard by mortal ears. I'm confused. How can there be a melody if nothing can be heard? Astral wind. This is all very unusual, but I'm sure we've all seen stranger things before. An unidentifiable source. In Winders, there is no shortage of magical gadgets. Pens that write by themselves, brooms that sweep on command. A breeze. I mean, they even have that Cardian band. That's similar, don't you think, Dr. Shintoto? Astral wind. Dr. Shintoto, is everything alright? Oh. If it's automatic instruments you need, our children make such things before they learn how to read. The problem lies in the power of the wind. The wind. It envelopes those close by and fills them with a mysterious strength. There are few who can resist the lure of this energy. Even among the beastmen? The instrument is that dangerous. Why not just give it to the beastmen or smash it out of hand? That is the most common sense would tell us. If it were up to an individual, or even an entire town, what are we trying to say? What if this decision lay in the hands of a nation? Even if it possessed a threat to our own citizens, if that treasure could be one day be our salvation, would you not choose to protect it? How could a mere instrument hold that kind of power? The sage who composed this letter is afraid. After that, afraid that this astral condensance will one day be a catalyst for the conflict to rival the Crystal War. No, Prince Payush, as a representative of an entire nation, you would do well not to throw those words around so lightly. My apologies. This is merely on the conjecture of a sage. Why don't we have Thasright, who has seen and heard these things in person, give us his account? We cannot make a decision based on this tale alone. The nation has a responsibility to maintain soldiers and weaponry for the defense of its people. And for a city in this situation, I would go so far as to say that some sort of secret weapon is almost a necessity. In any case, it doesn't seem that this astral condensance presents any immediate danger to the people of Alzabi. I wouldn't say that was entirely true if you were me and I were you. That's right. I came to a conclusion after you left the chateau. I wish to hear your honest opinion. Sure. Excellent. I knew asking you here was the right decision. I rely upon your vast experience as an adventurer. What is the astral condensance? If it is such an important treasure, then why not secret it away inside the palace instead of placing it in the area most vulnerable to beastmen attacks? I sense some hidden purpose for this dangerous object. Do you have any thoughts on the matter? That's right. It's a good question. Let's go with fucking Sage Walara. What manner of person is this? I see. The father of the Walhara philosophy had an alchemist of great renown. I alone do not possess all the answers. Let us ponder the mysteries of the universe together. Shared knowledge is the shortest path to enlightenment. Not a philosophy that would appeal to my brother. Is Prince Trion involved somehow? Forgive me, I was merely thinking aloud. Ho. Too much time in the cathedral for Destin's little boy. The mind is a tool you must sharpen, not a child's toy. Do you mock me, Dr. Shintoto? You look for your answers in all the wrong places. Shall I bring a little hope to your long, dreary faces? What? What are you hiding, Shintoto? The servants of Walhara control the Hall of Binding, the treasure's little nest. The Hall of Binding is defended by the Serpent Generals, the best of the best. The Serpent Generals, a name I have heard. Each one is said to be worth 1,000 soldiers. The astral condensance is strictly monitored by the Walhara Temple according to the adventurer's speech. The treasure is kept in an area that the beastmen can easily reach. And there we find the Serpent Generals, the strongest of the strong. Plus mercenaries like Thasright to help them, if I'm not wrong. Yes, there does seem to be some contradiction to be found here. You see, this is a huge game of set the trap and wait, and the astral condensance is the very tasty bait. Of course, why didn't I see it? But wait, this creates a whole new set of questions. Why would they want the beastmen in the city? There are some things that even I cannot divine. It's time to sit back and wait for a sign. But it does seem that this problem lies at the center of some grand plan. Without concern for the people of Alzabi, we need more information. Yes, an individual of keen wits and sharp senses. My lords, I have a suggestion. That's right, is employed as a mercenary in the Empire. However, he is a distinguished adventurer who will not sell his principles for a bag of gil. I point to the safe delivery of the sage's letter as a proof of his dedication. A long journey without promise of reward. I am sure that all of you present have had numerous beneficial dealings with adventurers. Me specifically. They have earned our trust and respect. That's why I put forth the notion that we have thus right return to the Empire and fight as a mercenary. We cannot allow any more blood to be spilled by beastmen, even should that blood belong to our other nation's people. And if that's right can improve his standing enough to bring him closer to the Imperial Palace, we may learn the ultimate goal of the Empire. You'll have no argument here. Adventurers have been the quiet heroes in many of Bestok's darker moments. An idea that creates less work for us. We will not find me making any needless fuss. What does the Duchy of Juno stand on this? An agreement. Linking of our auction house services has strengthened the ties between Juno and the Empire, but economical matters are superseded by politics. All in favor? One moment. As Ryfall warned, this problem is not likely to remain constrained within the borders of the Near East. All lands of Anadia, including our 4 nations. Urgum is the word for world in the language of Artugan, and this lurking threat could plunge it entirely into chaos. We lay this mission before you, that's right. We consent to take up this burden. What am I, a donkey? No, that's what I'm here for. Save the world over and over. You have our thanks, that's right. Naturally, we will do all in our power to aid you in this task. It's a trifling amount, but perhaps you might use this Artugan coin on your travels. That treasure is more than simple bait. An astral relic can and will seal your fate. The Empress goes too far in her game. I'm curious to see how it turns out, all the same. I mean, that was definitely Shantoto because it rhymes. But I don't wonder why they wanted to hide it. Alright. Next mission. It wants to load. There we go. Back to the TS we go. So I could do the Hala stuff now, but this might take a little while, so I'd rather not start it yet. I'd rather do like at the beginning of a stream. Alright, let's go. Where's the tea house? Right there, okay. Alright, more cutscenes. Chocobo. Alright. Come on. Jesus. Kind of startled me a little bit. Greetings, you are that's right, an adventurer from the Western Land, yes, and a registered mercenary of Zalahim Sentinels. I must introduce myself. My name is Gesho, and I have also arrived from the Western Continent. I am a Yagudo. No shit. Do not be alarmed. I am merely a wandering monk who seeks to find a master in this foreign nation. Just like you, I ventured the service of one Naja Salim. I apologize for the sudden intrusion, but are you acquainted with the mercenary known as Raifel? Oh, you plead ignorance. Would you know him if I described his golden armor? Oh, that guy. In any case, I have something from him to give to you. The Empire of Artugan and the nations of the Far East have been at war for decades. That's a long time to be fighting. Such a conflict would drain the resources of both sides and put considerable strain on this industry. They are indeed suffering, particularly in the Far East. This war has exacerbated several other serious matters. The same must be said of Artugan. Despite the size of the strength of their army, they must still look to foreign shores for mercenary reinforcement for the defenses of the capital. The armies of both nations have met on the field of battle numerous times, building trenches and fortifications to stall the advance of the enemy. Now the front line can move neither forwards nor backwards. Trench warfare. If I were the Empress, I would want a weapon of great destructive force, or some sort of magic. Or even set spies to the enemy cities of main travel routes to destroy their supply lines. Both sides have those options, of course. Why do you grow silent? Have I said something untoward? No. It's just sometimes hard to believe you are a simple mercenary when you talk with such strategy escapes your lips. You're right. I must be more careful. And I am not the only one, it seems. You are rather well versed in the Far Eastern predicament, considering you are meant to be a Midarshian Yagudo. Nay, I merely repeat what I have heard. We should be focusing on... Gesho, what is wrong? A skulker in the shadows. Show yourself. A Travelist. You know this man? Payush. What has he told Corella? No, Alvar was the one who... Great Altana. Something wrong? Gesho, I'm sorry to cut our conversation short, but I must return to Sendoria. Sounds serious. Has something befallen your homeland? What does that have to do with the likes of you? My apologies. I've overstepped my boundaries. He's like, oh, I thought we were friends, but that's cool. No, I had no cause to berate you. This man is a native of Sendoria. My name is Travelist. Please forgive my intrusion. You move like one trained in the Far Eastern art of the ninja. You have a keen eye. Travelist will stay here for a time. Please contact him if you need of me. Understood. Although we stand on different sides of the wall, we are both patriots. I am certain we shall meet again. Let's continue our conversation anon. Yes, I would like that. Farewell, Raifal. You must not keep your countrymen waiting. I am in your debt. Farewell, Gesho. And off he goes. His mustard-colored armor. Gold my ass. And so he left for his homeland. I imagine he would be talking to Mohara at about this time. That one holds himself like a king. It's because he is. Keen in the waiting. Before I forget, I have something for you from Travelist. Sounds like money. Farewell, that's right. I take my leave of you here. If our president should discover us loitering in the street, it will mean our heads. I like how he was told to stay away from Naja, and then he still went there. The four nations of Altan have gathered in Juneau for an emergency summit. And you are certain one of our mercenaries was seen there? Yes, Your Magnificence. You served us well. You may go. Dismissed. Sir. We were right to keep him occupied. They have taken the bait, just as we expected. Grand Vizier. Yeah, they're hiding behind a fucking curtain. Do not underestimate these adventurers. We must proceed with the next part of the plan. Obtain Imperial Silver Piece. Rifal's note. Okay, next, back to Nausea. Gotta get the happy feet. Oh, that's right. What happened to our puffed up, over pretty night boy? Don't tell me you came back here without him. She's pissed. What? I really hope my ears are deceiving me. Tell me that again. Raphael went home. You telling me that blockade at night took off without so much as a buy your leave, Miss President? He's got a lot of nerve to test the patience of Naja Salim. Don't you think you're off the hook either? Why didn't you go after him? Surely you don't think the mercenary is free to do as he pleases, did you? You didn't go leaving Alzabi ignore the fact that you were on one of my errands, did you? Both you and Raifal have signed a binding contract with me, or had you forgotten? You belong to me. Forever, always, until death. Your mercenaries are my pawns. If you had the free time to be galvanizing to foreign countries, then you should have been signing up for a bunch of missions. You should be contributing to the success of this company. That's what's known as a team player. It's not too late for you. Chase him to the end of the world if you have to, but track down that Raifal. Just like nobody gets away. You know what? Maybe I'll just let him go. I've had enough of this bellyaching to last a lifetime anyway. Come to think of it, didn't he say he was from the Middle Lands? Seems so intent on sticking around here. I wonder why he chose to pack up and leave all of a sudden. Oh well, at least he's out of my hair. That's a load off my mind. Maybe you were just good luck, that's right. Dude, dude's just like, what the fuck is happening? Here's an extra bonus for you. Go on, take it. Glad you decided to walk in my door. It's okay. You can tear up a little. Take that feeling and burn it deep into your heart. I'll be using your gratitude as an example in this next recruiting drive. Okay. Imperial Silver Piece. Next. Okay. Alright, so we set the zone and then come back here to Nausea. What time is it? Only 1:30. Back in the day, well, not back in the day, but before my son was born, I'd probably go for hours. Probably would keep going for another like 7 or 8 hours, but we'll see how long I go today. What's it doing? Zoning. I like how the only real mission we've had to do so far is the one we had to go to the staging point. It's the only time it like took us like into enemy territory. Otherwise, it's just been like, you know, traveling to a town. Which technically, if you didn't have to fast travel, and you were traveling to Sandoria like we had to, you'd have to go through the wilderness. But then you just mount, and then you don't worry about shit either. The next mission, though, is going to take us Back into the wild, though, which is nice. My voice to break from all the talking. But first, a cutscene. Now I'll just put this here and that over there. This will make the Salim Sentinels the most attractive mercenary company in all of Artugan. Now let's see here. Thanks to President Naja, I've learned the true meaning of bravery. Dum-de-dum. Oh, and this one. Thanks to President Naja, I experienced my first taste of victory. Dum-de-dum. What else do we have? Thanks to the President Naja, I learned the true meaning of fear. That's not going to be pleasant to her. We'll just change that to fortune. Dum-de-dum. Hee-hee. That about does it for the Sentinel's voice. I do so love making these company pamphlets. If only these slack-jawed mercenaries could finish some decent missions, and I could start ranking in some respectable profit. Makes me wonder why these requests came our way. Well now, isn't this a coincidence? I was just about to send someone out to drag in your scruffy hide. As you might know, our company is well respected throughout the Empire. The proof lies in the here gold-trimmed envelope. That's why we need to have a little chat. There's a mercenary commission inside, but first, let's talk rewards. Not the pittance you've been receiving so far. This one will be extravagant, without a doubt. Do you want to know why? I'll tell you why. This envelope was sent by the Artugan Archaeological Research Institute. This request likely originated from the Empress herself. Don't tell me you've never heard of the AARI. They've been conducting investigations within the ruins of Alzadaal. What? I'm a bit shaken the details, but aside from the old remnants of the Adiwa subterrane, there's another sprawling set of ruins not that far from here. The site is called the Ruins of Alzadaal. If you travel to the northwest of Bafalu Thickets until you can see the waters of the Cyan Deep, you'll find the tunnel entrance. Until recently, the Empire had forbidden entry to the ruins, a rule enforced with a mortal stationed at the entrance. But now, with investigations completed in that section, the undersea ruins have been opened to the public. That means that even nobodies like you can feast your peepers in the remains of an ancient civilization for a small fee of 1 imperial silver piece. Supposedly this fee goes directly towards funding the AARI, but who knows where all that loot really is going. What do you think of when someone mentions the alchemists of the Imperial Palace? For myself, I always imagine a guy wearing an apron covered in chemical stains, performing the same experiments day after day. Tireless researcher type. The AARI is supposed to be full of people like that, but listen to me ramble on. Basically, all you have to know is that they're under direct authority of the Empress. You see what I'm saying? We have a chance to make a small fortune and get on the good side of the Imperial government. Try not to mess it up. Oh, I suppose I'd better tell you about the request itself. They want me to send a mercenary to patrol the Alzadaal undersea ruins. I hear that some unfriendly local creatures have been holding up in the rest of the investigation. You've been showing some decent results lately, so I've decided to choose you for the job. This could be a big opportunity for fame and fortune. This kind of work should be a walk in the park for a sharp mercenary like yourself. Failure is not an option. Alzadaal undersea ruins. Are you hard of hearing? Hop to it, soldier. Okay. Why would someone ask for That's Right by name? They want us personally. It's because we're special. We're cool. Okay, so now they had to buy Flough Thicket. I want to drop from over here though. Move a little quicker. Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. so empty. Store always lags to open up. Alright, so the thicket, I think was up north, right? Yeah. Let's see if I can buy those maps yet. Hopefully. If not, oh shit. Nora Imperial standing went up, but I don't think it only went up after like one mission. So I actually might not be able to buy these yet, but hopefully. Oh no, we can. Cool. Credits. That's nice. Oh. What? Did I hit no? Alright, so Sanction's basically like Signet, but for here. Alright, that makes sense. Okay. So you must... Okay, that is what it is. Got it. The real question is... A lot of leveling. Oh well. Just wondering how you buy the fucking maps. I have the mini maps, I'll be fine, but it'd be nice to be able to look at it enlarged. Yep. Alright, that's fine. Alright, so we want to head to F6. Whoops. I want to mount. I got hiccups. I gotta think it looks just like the woodland. I mean, it makes sense. They're right next to each other. Let's go this way. Hey, it's an elephant. Like very greasy looking hair. I hope this is the right way. Bum, 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 bum. Damn it, it's not. How do I not have a map of this one, but I had a map of the other one? Do you like that tune in there, though? This Maybe I should do some fighting out here then if I have, so I can get points. See, someone tells me this is the wrong way now, too. Fuck. Oh, boy. Fuck. Actually, is there a book right here? Might as well get this, because I'm sure we're going to have to come down here eventually. Alright. I have to find... You know what? Let me just bring up a map of this place. So I can get there easier. Alright. So I actually want to go all the way around to the right. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. It's a warhorse hoof print. Alright, so we're gonna go here. I'm gonna go all the way right up. Looks like a huge pile of piss. Doodle-doodle-doo. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. It's an old entreant. I know they had more mounts for the login points for this month, but I like my red grab. Okay, to get where we want to go, over here, this guy. Yes. Oops. This tunnel leads to Alzadaal undersea ruins, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, Imperial Peace. So if you want a map, you gotta purchase one for 3 Imperial Mithril pieces. How do you get all that stuff? Oh, shit. I know I have 2 of these. Alright. Here we go. Very well, you may proceed. I know Puppeteer and Blue Mage came out of this expansion. I think Corsair did too, but I could be wrong. Well, this is interesting. It's a giant clock. This map is now purchasable via the magical map vendors. You know what? Hold on really quick. So maybe I don't need to do that. Maybe they added it so we can buy the maps. Maybe not. I don't fucking know. Whatever. We'll figure it out. Alright. Approach Gilded Doors at age 8 for a cutscene. It's Taru. Wow, look at this place. Ooh, what's that? Tell me everything. Hey now, this is an ancient ruin you've had the privilege to be in. Try not to disturb the... This is my first time in an ancient ruin. It's so exciting. Poor old Tatia is stuck in the factory all by herself, but lucky me gets to go on a field trip with Master Gastad. Well, I'm glad to see you're taking an interest in the past. But if you keep up the ruckus, who knows what sort of unwanted attention you'll attract. Even with us here to protect you, some monster might snatch you away in the shadows. They've even employed mercenaries from Salahim Sentinels to patrol the ruins for dangerous beasts. Many alchemists have fallen prey to legions of the foul creatures that stalk these halls. You know how on moonless nights you can hear the roar of the Cyan Deep echoing through the darkness? That sound is really the wails of those, the lost alchemists, as their spirits roam the ruins in despair. Rishvi. That's quite enough. The poor child is shaking in fear. Is that really true? Maybe you'll be the first to find out. You're lying. You're just being a big meanie weenie. It's a big fish. Amnaf, what do you see? Quiet. We're not alone. Oh. Are you all by yourself? If you want to see the ruins, you should come along with us. Ah yes, your PSC Wildcat badge marks you plainly. Perhaps it would benefit you to join our little tour. Master Gastad, or Gastad? Whatever, was about to tell us about the Alzadaal civilization. These ruins have so many stories. Which part of the ruins do you want to ask about? The windows. You wish to learn about the windows? Look at those fish swimming around in there. I wonder what would happen if these windows broke. Those fish are actually swimming in the waters of the Cyan Deep. We are currently at the bottom of the ocean looking out at them. Those windows are under the incredible amount of pressure from the weight of the water. If the windows were to break, I'm afraid we'd be crushed in an instant. What's that sparkling light all over the glass? I've never seen anything like it. That is the glow of the plasma oil. Oh, it's not the same oil we use in the automatons? That's correct. The windows in these ruins are actually membranes or plasma oil that repel the water to the sea like giant bubbles. You mean it just bounces off? You could put it that way, yes. But these barriers have been in place for hundreds of years. I highly doubt they'll give away anytime soon. A truly astonishing feat of technology. However, the only reason these membranes hold is due to constant supply of plasma oil. Someday the supply must run out, and when it does... Are you trying to scare me too, Master Gastad? I'm not sure I want to stay here much longer. The pillars. So you've touched upon an interesting area. But it is not that it's shaped with the pillars that is so fascinating. Any person with a basic knowledge of archaeology would recognize the graceful conical base and frail-looking central column. This design was often seen in the temples built during the reign of Emperor Alzadaal some 900 years ago. The fascinating thing about these pillars lies in the construction itself. There are markings that suggest a degree of rotation and elongation is possible. Why would they make a pillar like that? I wonder the same thing. Theorized that the architects of the structure wanted to incorporate a level of flexibility to compensate for the changes in water pressure. That's pretty clever. Should these technological marvels be understood in the near future, I had to adapt to their use to the field of automaton construction. Mr. Gestad, I'm gonna work real hard on my studies so I can help you. And the floor. The floor, yes, is really quite fascinating. Oh, I wanted to hear about this. The elegant mosaics on the floor are designed with several different varieties of stones. One might say these designs are symbolic of the prosperity of the Alzadaal dynasty. It's a shame that we've lost so many of the arts of the age. What about the shining symbol on the floor over here? I'm sure I've seen this design somewhere before. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. That's a transport device unlike the runic portals currently employed by the Empire. The Alzadaal Archaeological Research Institute has deemed these devices safe for use in their continuing investigations. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. So, they will work even after 900 years? Yes, curious fact. The AARI has been diligent in the efforts to remove all traces of dust and grime as they work through the ruins, but have not attempted any maintenance. There simply hasn't been a need. It's as if these ruins have been frozen in time. Not merely in appearance, but in all of its functions. I love mysteries. I bet the ruins are just waiting for us to rediscover them. You could be right, Abda. I just realized his name because they haven't said it before. Fucking Tarus. At least he talks normally. I think that's enough for one day. Time to return to the workshop. What? Already? We just got here. We can't have poor Tatia mind the place all by herself, now can we? I suppose not, but you'll bring me here again, right? I promise. Rishvi, would you mind escorting young Abda back to Alzabi? Aren't you coming with me? Not just yet. I have some things to discuss with this mercenary. Well, okay. See you later. Just gotta stop to get that big old wave. Hey, looks like that octopus is inside here. I suppose you're wondering why I asked you to stay. As you can see, I'm an alchemist affiliated with the Alzadaal Archaeological Research Institute. I often have cause to visit the ruins in this manner. Oops. Have you figured out what the AARI's true purpose is here in the ruins? The conservation of cultural heritage? The research of ancient civilization? These are merely facades. The truth of the matter is, our organization is under orders from the Empress to locate the missing astral condensances. Getting word twisted. So much talking. Yes, the condensance held in Alzabi is not the only one in existence. How much do you know about the astral condensance? That's right. I'm an expert. Well, it seems our nation's treasure is more famous than I expected. The astral condensances are originally brought into the city to halt the spread of the Pistachian blight on the Empire. The Emperor of the time hoped to ease the suffering of these people and his nation. The condensance blesses all with its energy, regardless of station or health. It became a symbol of salvation. It is ironic that the condensance is now the catalyst for the new conflict, as the beastmen hurl themselves against our defenses time and time again, never to claim it. But there is more than one condensant. There are a few that are aware of this fact. Through the research of various ancient texts and relics, we have verified the existence of 4 other condensances. If we can but find these missing treasures, there may be a chance to end this feudal conflict. That is the aim of the ARI. What do you say that's right? You aid us in our search? You wonder why I know your name. It's not so surprising. I was the one who sent the request to Salahim Sentinels, asking you to patrol the ruins. It seems the Immortal Station and the staging points have taken a liking to you. Your name is at the top of the list of candidates. That's right, if we can find these missing condensances. Artugan, no. The entire Artaja continent may know the paradise of peace once again. Hey, we got a compass. The astral compass will lead you to the condensants, but be warned. The device is not set to respond to the faint astral waves. The astral wind that blows from the condensants reaches far across the land, even as it weakens in intensity. Picking up these waves would help little in pinpointing a location, so you will only receive a response when you are close to the source. I'm sure you can see why your position as a mercenary with duties across the continent will prove invaluable. I ask that you carry the astral compass with you at all times. Yes, the device has been constructed to ignore the emanations from the condensants in Alzadaal. You have your mission. The future peace of the Near East is riding under your success. One more thing, that's right. Do not reveal my position as chief of the ARI. We should not even acknowledge each other on the street. You got it. Who are you again? I value my quiet existence in the automaton workshop. Amnoff, tell the Grand Vizier that the bell has been set. Spying on us from something. Understood. Okay. So now we're going to go through here. There's apex gears to the right. Ignore those. Let's still kick my ass. These things are at level 145 to 47. Jesus. There's those little baby balls, you know, that like rattle around the floor with the different ends. That was quite the little warp. Very cool, very fast. Okay. Take another portal, this one. Okay. Exit the room south and follow the path east. I wonder what level of things are here. So I'm gonna keep going east till I get to some more doors. I do have a map of this place. I must have bought one. Maybe some of the maps are buyable, like from the vendors, but some aren't, which is weird. Oop. We got enemies. What level are you guys? Easy prey. You know what? I am tempted to fight them, just so we can do some of the records here. So what we'll do? Let me take off. Get the fuck away from me first. You know what? Let me summon. Just to be safe before I do the quest. You know what? Let's bring out I don't think I fought with Zed yet. Just for fun, because I know this isn't going to be hard. But just so we can get some of this done. Hey, we got a handful of almonds. Like I got fucking wrecked. Alright, clearly they do not aggro. Where the fuck did you come from? Did you just fucking spawn in front of me? Holy shit, am I gonna be able to kill this guy? Should be alright. Fuck, I missed. Fuck. I really like you guys. Stop missing. There we go. Yeah, I didn't really seem to help though. Wow. Maybe I should back out and warp out. Just kind of bullish this guy spawned in front of me though. I can't hit him for shit. Fuck it. Just try to fucking run away. I don't like that he spawned in front of me though, that sucks. Yeah, man. As long as you can't come through the door, it'll be fine. Alright, we're good. Yeah, there's actually people here. How about that? Okay. So we want to talk to... Wait. Am I supposed to talk to this guy? So enter the chamber of passage. Talking about this thing? It's a runic seal. That's not what I want. Wait, isn't this where I want to be? This is where I want to be. I see. I want to take one of these. Got it. Not that one. I want... Which one am I trying to go to? This one? Don't want that one. Maybe I should just unlock it though and come back in. I'll do it when I come back. Let's do... I think this is the one that we want. Let's go to the same fucking place. Hold on. Maybe that was the entire quest, just get into this room. That can't be right either. Maybe that is all I'm supposed to do. Hold on, what's the mission say? It says astral waves. So I actually did go to the next mission. Alright, well, I guess we're done here. Alright. Now back to Naja. You would think just by the look of the town, like the area right outside wouldn't be like, you know, so green and lush like a forest, you know? It'd feel like more like Altepa would be outside, like the desert. document on the desk bears the mark of the two-headed serpent. That's not sure what the document. Probably a bad idea, but you know what? Let's ask her. You want to know what this document is all about? You really are stretching my patience. This document was sent by the Artugon Archaeological Research Institute, the same organization that requested your mercenary services. Who do you think they sent this? No idea. Don't play innocent with me, Money. Don't get funny with me, mister. Abkaba? Yes, ma'am? Read our private second-class That's Right's mercenary attendance record. Since leaving to carry out the request for Artugon Archaeological Research Institute, Private Second-Class That's Right has not returned to report a single detail of his mission to President Naja. And that's what we're doing right now, though. That is all. Let's hear your explanation, That's Right. You say you went to the undersea ruins as requested. Are you telling me that you ignored company regulations and made a report to the palace before returning to your beloved president? So knowing the consequences, you acted independently and above your lowly station of mercenary pawn. What's the world coming to? The palace finds out I can't even control my own employees. I have your reward from the ARI. Let's see how much is left out of your 255 Imperial Gold pieces when I deduct your fines. Wow, it's fucking great. Better hope the reward covers your infractions. We didn't even do anything wrong, though. Watch, we're gonna get like 1. Grand Vizier Rasfad, we have awaited your arrival. I have a message from Gastad. The bell has been set on the mercenary. The adventurer from the Middlelands. Yes, sir. I have good news. Our efforts regarding the candidacies are proceeding according to plan. All the pieces are falling into place. Excellent. We have faith that you will not fail us. Your magnificence is too kind. However, we grow tired of waiting. My most humble apologies, Your Magnificence. I beseech your patience a little while longer. Our actions must not draw the attention of our citizens or our neighbors. We are aware of this. Why is she talking as we? It is our wish to see the treasure in the hands of the Empress. Our wishes are the wishes of the Empire. Do not lose sight of that. The age of judgment is at hand. Deal with any who threaten our progress. Sir, we cannot give free rein to those otherworldly fiends. Otherworldly fiends? Is he talking about ghosts? What else could it be? Wonderful. It appears our dreary days in the palace will soon be at an end. Huh? Can't you show a little more enthusiasm? Huh? Oh, yes. Wonderful. Our main objective is to make them think the candidates are our primary concern. Ghosts are certainly more interesting than this endless speculation about the candidates. Grand Vizier, we wish to know more about these spirits returning to plague the living. The ghosts? I would not wish to trouble Her Magnificence with mere rumors. Be that as it may, you will tell us more. The Empress knows more than she pretends. Very interesting stuff. I wish I knew more too. Your Magnificence, in recent years, rumors concerning the appearance of spirits in a ghost ship menacing the waters of the Cyan Deep become more and more frequent. The Immortals believe many of these rumors to stem from the activities of the Lamnia. Don't skip ahead. Back to the ghost ship. Yes, the ghost ship. It bears the name of the famous shipwreck known as the Ashu Talif. Continue? Yes, Your Magnificence. While I must stress that these stories are merely the rumors of the townspeople, there have been strange twists to the tale. It is said that the true name of the ghost ship is really the Black Coffin, a pirate ship of the lost kingdom of Ephremad. A pirate ship. We believe these inflammatory rumors to be the work of the Seagull Piratry, the descendants of the kingdom of Ephremad. These rebels have lost the ships and are barely avoiding our grasp. They can conjure these heroes from the past to bolster their spirits. It is just... Go on. There are citizens of Afromid descent who are poised to join the rebels. They say Lusov has returned. Preposterous. Lusov perished with his kingdom over 200 years ago. We should know the truth beyond the ghost ship. Oh, your magnificence. We can now mobilize Imperial troops on the basis of mere rumor. If you are unwilling to shoulder this task, Puppet Master, you will solve the mystery of this ghost ship. What? We accept this task. How can we refuse a direct request from the Empress? But your magnificence, I do not think that this is no longer your concern. We shall recruit assistance from Salahim Sentinels. Upamel Ovjong, we await word of your success. Yes, your magnificence. Come along, Afmao. Wait. I like how the puppet seems to be in control. Grand Vizier. It is the will of the Empress. But do not let them out of your sight. I like how they just fade away. They're not even like the ninjas where they like smoke out. They just disappear. Putting off a direct order, 11 Imperial gold pieces. For ignoring company regulations, 7 Imperial gold pieces. For forgetting the company motto, 3 Imperial gold pieces. For concealing your actions, 6 Imperial gold pieces. For disrespecting your president, 9 Imperial gold pieces. For making me repeat myself, 15 Imperial gold pieces. Which comes to a total of 255 Imperial gold pieces, which means I don't get shit. You're lucky you didn't go into the red. But there's definitely something fishy going on here. It's mighty strange to have a reward arrive before you did. Might be worth looking into this. I don't think like being manipulated, even if it is by the Empress herself. Time to remind the Empire that the Wildcat has claws. Everybody's shady in this damn fucking town. Okay. So the next thing we're supposed to do is wait one game day, and then zone, and then return to Naja. Alright, so what I'm going to do though, so I would like to keep going, but I do have some stuff I have to take care of. So match can end it here. It's going to be a little shorter today. I might be on later, but we'll see. But I will be back tomorrow for sure. Where am I going? I want to just leave off right where the zone is. We're getting treasure started. Good stuff so far. We haven't had any missions yet, so I remember getting through like all this stuff. It's once I had needed a party to do something, that's kind of like when I stopped treasures, because you know, be shouting for hours. Couldn't get a party formed, all that stuff, you know. But yeah. And then after technically this next mission, well, not this next one, the one after that, the Royal Puppeteer one, is actually when we're able to continue Rhapsodies more. And that is by talking to, I think, Naja too, so I think we'll probably end up getting that to see next time too. So yeah. Good stuff though, I'm enjoying treasures so far. We did some fighting, which is good. A lot of talking, but good stuff. So we did unlock the next quest for the, like, I guess continuation of Rhapsodies, Zilhart and Promathia. So I could do that next time, which would be, we have to go to the cracks again. We have that to do, we have more treasures to do, and after the next treasures mission, the Puppeteer one, we will actually continue Rhapsodies from that section too. So we'll see how much of that we do too. But a lot of stuff to do, good shit to do too. That's gonna do it for this episode though. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please YouTube, like, share, subscribe, Twitch, give me a follow. I'll see you guys next time. Late.